How's it going, guys? Klutch here once again, and today we're doing another update to the American Truck Simulator Ultimate Map mod. So with 1.32 coming out, the Oregon DLC coming out, and now the Special Transport DLC, there's been a few changes to the Ultimate Map that we need to make some adjustments to our files for. So make sure you stick around for that. Once again, guys, do make sure that you are backing up your main game save if you are planning on using these mod files. You'll also want to make sure that you have the current version of American Truck Simulator, version 1.32, that you are launching with DirectX, and that you have currently all available map DLC packages. So you don't need to worry about the special transport DLC, but you do need all the map DLC packages for this program to work properly. As well, guys, if you like the look of this International 9400 that I'm driving here, the card up at the top right hand corner will lead you to my review and build file that also has the download files for this particular truck if you'd like to give it a shot yourself. And of course, guys, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to be kept up to date on all the new map updates that are coming for American Truck Simulator, make sure you do hit that subscribe button as well. But other than that, guys, it's time to pitter patter.
Klutch Simulations.
Alright, guys, so like I was saying, welcome back to the Ultimate Map setup. As you can see, things have changed a little bit here since last time we looked at this. And I just want to start off by talking about one of the maps that I've included in the Ultimate Map setup that I typically do not use. I usually have it taken out, but there's a lot of people that might be interested in it, and that is just Radiator Springs. So that's the Cars 3, or the Cars 3, the Cars world, basically. So you can see here we have Radiator Springs. Yeah, I typically don't use it. I've explored it once, and I thought it's kind of neat to look through, but I usually don't include it on my map when I build it. But it's here if you want to do it, and it's inside the description below if you are interested. So other than that, guys, the other big change, we also have the new MexssiMap version 1.1, 1.0, I can't remember now. But it's down in the far part of Mexico here, so that adds another layer to all of what's going on in Mexico, which is fantastic. Love the Mexico stuff. By far, some of the coolest stuff you're going to find down there. A lot of fun taking the highways, getting down there as well. So that's all good to go. Now, Coast to Coast 2.6, there's a lot of reports of problems with it. People were having tons of issues, it seems like, getting it to load or staying loaded. The new version that has just been released seems to have fixed those problems, at least to the testing that I've done and a few others. So I just want to give a quick shout out to Whammer Jammer for giving me a hand with testing on that. This does seem to be working now. Everything seems to be fixed, but just know that you have to double check your version of Coast to Coast when you're reinstalling that. So that we'll get the proper one to make sure it all works right. So we have Tonopah still loaded into this one. We also have now the US expansion, which is Highway 50 and 99. That's all good to go as well. Now we have that included in our map. So that's where was 50, 99? I can never see them. There's 50 and 99. Perfect. So those two, there's a slight upgrade on those highways as well. Now another big upgrade is Rick's ATS. It's Highway 10, I believe, down here. So down in Mississippi, New Orleans area. So this area here gets a fairly nice bump in quality thanks to that map mod. So definitely recommend that one as well. It looks really good down there. So that pretty much does it for new stuff, guys. If you've watched any of my previous videos before, you're well aware of the rest of this stuff. And if you've traveled any of these roads, you know what to expect. But everything else is still there. So yeah, same with US expansion, or not US expansion, the going north and CanaDream. It's all still similar up there. Anyways, guys, so let's move on to our actual build now, and we'll go through each of these maps in the order that you're going to need to build these into your priority order. So I should mention to begin with, these mods right now, the way I have this set up, requires all currently available DLC, minus the special delivery package, but I should clarify all currently available map DLC. So yeah, you'll need Arizona, New Mexico, and the New Oregon stuff as well. So make sure you have all that stuff. Make sure you're launching with DirectX, of course. And make sure you're running the most current version, which is 1.32 something. So 1.32 is the big thing you'll need to make sure you have of American Truck Simulator. So this is the map where we'll start from the bottom here. So you can see right at the very bottom, the Mexico stuff hasn't changed too much. So you've got Viva Mexico Pack 2.48, Mexico Extremo 2.05. Now this here is the new one, MexssiMap version 1.0. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, there's a little bit, but not much. So anyways, compatible with New Mexico, DLC, Arizona 1.32. So this is a new area. This is a good one to add in. The Mega Resource Pack has also been updated. My last version was still working, but I updated anyways. So this is now in 2.0.4. So you can upgrade that one as well. So this here is the big one. Now let's move on to Coast to Coast. I've had a couple different versions of this one. There was 2.6.2a, b. I'm currently on this one, 2.6.2.1. And that one seems to be fixed. So this one has been released after the special transport DLC. And this one has been fixing all the issues that some people have had. So I would recommend going with this one and updating your coast to coast map package. If you had any problems before, this should fix it, I'm thinking. CanaDream has also had an upgrade, so it's at 2.71 now. Here's your Radiator Springs map going up, so it's right at the bottom for me right now. Tonopah, once again, it has been a slight increase. I've got two different versions of this one. I'm currently running 1.1. Yeah, it seems to be running just fine. US Expansion is a new one as well compared to the last video I did. The last time we did the video, this was not updated and wasn't working. Now it has been updated for to work with 1.32 essentially. So if you're looking for a little bit more information on what it's handling, there's you can read through that. But anyways, it's up and good to go now. Project Going North hasn't changed since our last video to 0.75. I guess technically still in beta, but it's still running well and one of my favorite ways to go up into Canada. And then last but not least, Rick's ATS mods. So that's, like I said, Louisiana Highway 10. Yeah, this has been upgraded, so this was not compatible. We didn't have a version until just recently to work with 1.32, but now it's up and running and good to go. So that is your map order, guys. Make sure, like I said, that you have them in this correct order in your active mod priority list. Otherwise, you may run into issues, you may run into broken roads, or just general crashes. So this is the way I run. I know there's some other options out there. Some people like to have some of these other ones going underneath for some reason. The Mexico stuff's always been on the bottom, but I prefer to run it this way. It seems to run the best for me that way. Another thing to note, I know I've had some questions on how do I install other mods. Depending on what the mod is, usually I put the graphical mods above the map mods, and then any kind of truck mods below. So if it's graphic or sound related, I put it above, and if it's a truck mod or a trailer mod, I put it below. Anyways, that's the way I run my mod list, and everything seems to work fairly well for me. So that's it for this. Let's just jump back out. And lastly, guys, I did want to talk about some troubleshooting tips if you are running into any problems getting these map mods to work. Now, what I personally do is remove every single other mod that is currently installed. So make sure you're running on a blank slate. And I mean, if problems really do persist, then I start a completely new profile. However, starting with a blank slate usually fixes the problem. Then I will start with just the Mexico map pack. So start off with those 4 Mexico files and make sure you can get that running. So that'll be the resource pick kit, the MexssiMap files, the Mexico Extremo, and Viva Mexico. Once you get Mexico running, then slowly start moving up the list. So you can move up to coast, ensure you have that running as well, and then CanaDream, and then so on and so forth until you have all the maps that you want running. And of course, if problems do still persist, you can always send us a quick note in the comments below, and we'll do our best to give you a hand where we can, when we can. Well, guys, that should about do it for us today. Thanks so much for stopping by. And if you do have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, of course. I'd love to try and help you out if I can, or even just reach out to you if you have anything else you'd like to talk about. Other than that, guys, yeah, if you did enjoy this video or you found it helpful at all, make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you want to be kept up to date on any of these map changes that are coming down the pipe for ATS, make sure you do subscribe as well. And other than that, guys, that's all I got for you. So this has been Klutch, over and out.